Hey junkies, it's me Natasha, the entertainment junkie. How are we this fine Friday afternoon? Well, Friday evening. Sorry about yesterday. I had all plans on going ahead and updating my a video, but I guess the new year finally caught up with me and I went to sleep. So I decided to do it a little bit earlier, so this will be posted earlier than the other two have been. But happy Friday to everyone. It is Golden Globe weekend. Yeah, Golden Globe weekend. Woohoo. Once again, love award shows. I don't care what any critics say. I love award shows. I like watching award shows. I like being a part of award shows. I don't like predicting because 9 times out of 10 I'm going to get it wrong. So I try very hard not to predict. But on Sunday I will give who I think will win versus who will probably win. So don't forget to join me on Sunday an hour before the Globes start, because once the Globes start, that's all I'll be watching, and I'll probably do another live one right after the Globes to see what everyone's reaction was to it. So yay. So first things first, new shows started last night. Not a lot, not a ton, but we did have a few new shows come out. The Big Bang Theory, of course, which is one of my favorites. Young Sheldon, which is starting to grow on me. I actually kind of like this season has a little bit better than I thought I would. So we're good for right now. And then the the final season of Gotham started last night. Okay, so I've been watching Gotham since day one. I love Gotham, and this first episode was actually kind of good because it's basically setting up what the rest of the season's going to look like. All the villains have taken over Gotham. Each one has had their own little section of town that they've carved out, and Bruce Wayne is slowly becoming the Dark Knight, which is going to be a good thing. And then Gordon is slowly getting ready to become Commissioner Gordon because he's trying to keep the city together. So I am enjoying it, so I will be tuning in. Probably have to watch it on demand because it comes on the same time as The Big Bang Theory, and I don't miss The Big Bang Theory for anyone. No one, no matter how good your show is. I did watch also The Orville. I watched it last season. I didn't finish it, but the episodes I saw were good. Last night's episode was a little strange, a little weird, but I still watched it. It had you gotta have to watch it because it had some porn infidelity in space with space aliens vibe to it, and it also having a sacrifice a few to save many vibe to it, which was actually kind of sad because there was a planet that was being destroyed. There were 75 people, but it was being destroyed at such a rapid rate that they were only able to save 30 of that 75, and the others had to stay, including the prime minister of the planet. It was a good episode. I like The Orville. I didn't think it was going to last the entire season, but it actually is a good show. I'm not a huge Seth MacFarlane fan because I am not a Family Guy or American Dad or the Ted movies. I wasn't a fan of any of those. But The Orville, I kind of like. It wasn't bad. And he didn't do a bad job at the Academy Awards. I know what they were trying to do, but unless you're going to put some mainstream movies into the nominations for Academy Awards, you're not going to get the millennials. So I don't know what to tell you. But I did enjoy The Orville and Gotham and the Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. They were all very good, and I finally got some new shows because I've actually been binge watching Burn Notice, which was one of my favorite Burn Notice. Sorry. That was my ritual right before the show would come on. I binge watched the entire series of Burn Notice. I had already seen it because I watched it live when it was coming on. I I miss Burn Notice. I think there needs to be not a reboot. I would like to see an update movie to see what has happened with Nate's son Charlie, with Mike and Fiona who are in Ireland, with Jesse and Sam who kind of took over helping people even though they didn't have all of Mike's finesse, to see what happens with that. I'm a huge Burn Notice fan. I love Donovan. Love Jeffrey Donovan. I had started basically watching everything he was in after that, including Shut Eye that was on Amazon Prime. The first season was very good of Shut Eye. I binged that in a weekend. Something about it. It was just a good show. But they changed showrunners in the second season, and I think I watched maybe the first 3 episodes. And it just wasn't the same. Something was missing. It didn't have that click that the first season had. I also watched him when he was in the Fargo, when he was a bad guy in Fargo. I want to see him in a comedy. I would love to see Jeffrey Donovan in a comedy because towards the beginning of Burn Notice, he was funny. He had some funny moments. He had some comedic moments where the characters he would portray were hilarious. So I'm kind of looking, I would love to see him in a comedy, but everyone wants him to be serious. Step outside the box, Jeffrey Donovan. Do something a little different. But that's just me. Okay, so anyway, back to my shows. So tonight, it looks like we'll have the Cool Kids on Fox. Okay, that's a good show. I caught up on Cool Kids over the Christmas break. That's actually a good show. Check it out if you haven't. Vicki Lawrence, David Allen Greer. It's funny. It's about it, and they're in a retirement home. That's not funny. Actually, it is. It's actually has some good comedic overtones to it. So my whole goal with my TV watching is to give shows a try. The only thing I normally don't watch, and I did try to watch it, was Last Man Standing, even when it was on ABC. I watched it. It wasn't my cup of tea. It may be others. That's why it's back on Fox. Oh, it's back on TV, rather. ABC, of course, has Fresh Off the Boat, which is an excellent show, and Speechless. Please don't sleep on Speechless. Speechless is hilarious. It started off one way, that you thought this was this mother who was defending her special needs child, and it is in a totally different direction now. It is not focused on her. It is focused on the entire family. It has become an ensemble show. Please don't sleep on Speechless. Speechless and it's in its 3rd season. It's a good show. It really is. Do not sleep on Speechless on Friday nights. Even though it has moved from Wednesdays to Fridays, don't sleep on Speechless. Jane the Virgin should be coming back this season. I can't wait because that was a good show, and this will be its last season because Gina Rodriguez has actually stepped up and is doing many, many great things. She's going to be in the new Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. She's going to play the titular Carmen. I remember watching that when I was younger. It was I was a little too old for it, but I love a good cartoon. Give me a cartoon anytime. The old Looney Tune cartoons, Hey Arnold, Powerpuff Girls. Cannot go wrong with Powerpuff Girls. Kim Possible, things like that. Don't sleep on a cartoon. But the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego is coming to Netflix, so let's be on the lookout for that. Once again, I'm a TV-aholic. I can't help it. I've been in love with that box since I can remember, and it has gotten me in trouble my entire life. I have been grounded from the TV to where I would give up certain things and negotiate so that I could watch TV. Entertainment junkie. So to be an adult, I have to. I have a list of stuff I watch. It's just inevitable. I'm going to be addicted to the TV. What can I say? What can I say? Alright, so with that said, I'd still like a good movie every once in a while. So let's go into these nominees for the Golden Globes for the movie categories. So let's start with Best Original Song Motion Picture. And the nominees are All the Stars from Black Panther, Girl in the Movies Dumpling, Requiem for a Private War, Revelations, Boy Race, and Shallow, A Star is Born. Okay, so of course I'm going for All the Stars from Black Panther because the soundtrack to Black Panther I listened to it for at least 2 weeks every day. Put it on repeat. I just listen to it. Because Kendrick Lamar is awesome. And that was a good soundtrack. Loved every moment of it. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but the music in it was just, you could just listen to it and just love every moment of it. So if you get a chance to listen to that, please do. The other ones, hadn't listened to any of them. I haven't seen A Star is Born. Haven't seen Boy Erased. Haven't seen A Private War. Haven't seen Dumpling. Okay, so by the time the Academy Awards come out, I would have liked to have seen some of the more popular movies. I really go for big mainstream action movies. Even though I do want to see some of the movies that are nominated for the Golden Globes. I may do a little bit of binging this weekend. I may have to fork over some money to go to the movies just to see what's going on, why people are liking what they are liking so much. So we'll have to see. Next is Original Score Motion Picture. And we have A Quiet Place, Isle of Dogs, Black Panther, First Man, and Mary Poppins Returns. I was a huge Mary Poppins fan. That was one of my favorite. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is my favorite Mary Poppins song. Only thing I've seen on here is Black Panther. Everyone keeps telling me I need to see A Quiet Place because you know when the monsters are coming, but I get squeamish and I like sleeping at night. So I don't do horror if I can help it, because I like sleeping at night. So when people who like horror movies say, no, it's not scary, you'll be fine, I don't listen to them because they like that stuff and I don't. I have to listen to somebody who doesn't like horror movies, went to see it still, and was like, oh no, it's not that bad. Because if you don't like a horror movie, but you go see one and you're like, oh, I can do this, then we're good. But if you like horror movies, you are not allowed to give me a recommendation to go see a horror movie because you like that stuff. So I haven't seen A Quiet Place yet. Isle of Dogs is on HBO, so there's a 90% chance I will be watching that this weekend before Sunday. So we'll see. Next we have Best Screenplay Motion Picture. Alfonso Cuarón for Roma. Deborah Davis and Tony McNamara, The Favorite. Barry Jenkins, If Beale Street Could Talk. Adam McKay for Vice. And Peter Farrelly, Nick Vallelonga, and Brian Curry for Green Book. Alright, so I'm torn between all of these. I would love for either Green Book or If Beale Street Could Talk to win. I've heard The Favorite is excellent. I kind of want to see that just from the trailer alone. Vice, I can wait till that comes on a pay channel or Netflix or something to watch that. I'm not just dying to go see that, but I'm okay. We'll see. We'll see from there. If Beale Street Can Talk, I really want to see that. That's one of those I think I may try to sneak away this weekend and see, because I think it's going to be a really good movie, and Green Book also. Only because I don't think the colonizers of the world understand Green Book. I had always heard about the Green Book when I was growing up. I never had to experience the Green Book, and if I did, I didn't know that I was experiencing the Green Book. And for those of you who don't know, the Green Book was a book that African Americans in the South, when traveling, could go and they would be welcome, like a hotel or a restaurant or some kind of establishment, that they didn't have to worry about being discriminated against to visit places in the South. And they wonder why people are like the way they are. Think about that for a moment. You had to have a special book to be able to travel because people didn't want you there. Okay. But we're supposed to be okay with it. I'm getting off my political soapbox. This is an entertainment. Okay. So, next we have Best Director for a Motion Picture. And we have Bradley Cooper for A Star is Born, Alfonso Cuarón for Roma, Peter Farrelly for Green Book, Spike Lee for Black Klansman, and Adam McKay for Vice. I would love to see Spike Lee win this. I really would. I think it would be excellent. But I think it may go to Bradley Cooper because I don't think he's going to get the acting one. I think that may go to Lady Gaga. We'll see. But I would love to see Spike Lee come away with this. I'm not a huge fan of all of Spike Lee's movies. There are She's Gotta Have It, I loved. School Days, I loved. The Inside Man, I really like The Inside Man. Do the Right Thing, which didn't get a nomination at the Academy Awards, nor did it get him a nomination for Best Director. That was one of Spike Lee's best movies. I'm sorry, it was good. I enjoyed it. Moment of Blues, I liked. And I haven't seen too much more. I need to dive back into some of his stuff. But I am looking forward to seeing Black Klansman because I did hear it was very good. So yeah, I'm hoping Spike Lee walks away with this one, even though I think they're going to give it to Bradley Cooper. But we'll see what happens on Sunday. Best Motion Picture Foreign Language: Capernaum, Girl, Never Look Away, Roma, and Shoplifters. It's probably going to go to Roma by Alfonso Cuarón. It's based on his maid that he had when he was growing up. And the Golden Globes, I do believe, are like Alfonso Cuarón. So I think he's a shoo-in to win for a foreign film. Best Motion Picture Animated: Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mira, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm rooting for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, even though I think it may probably go to The Incredibles. The Incredibles was very good. I enjoyed it. It was very girl-powered. It was a good movie. It was good. If you haven't seen it, take a look at Incredibles. Isle of Dogs, I'm trying to watch this weekend because it is on HBO. Ralph Breaks the Internet. I didn't see Wreck-It Ralph. So I don't know if I can just dive into this one without seeing it. I'll have to check and see. And I took my kids over the Christmas break to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, that was excellent. That was good. If you haven't seen that, make it a point to go see that. That was actually a really good movie. Loved every moment of it. Okay, so Best Actor in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture. We have Mahershala Ali for Green Book, Timothy Chalamet for Beautiful Boy, Adam Driver for Black Klansman, Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me, and Sam Rockwell for Vice. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of these, so it's kind of up in the air. I would like to see Mahershala Ali get it for Green Book. But listening to some other critics or entertainment shows regarding this, Sam Rockwell for Vice may actually get it. It may be up in the air since Mahershala and Sam have both won Best Supporting Actor awards for Academy Awards, have both won Oscars. They could give it to Timothy Chalamet, but we'll see. To see Adam Driver win it for a Spike Lee movie, because it's a Spike Lee movie, I'll go for that. That'll work for me. Best Actress in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture. Amy Adams for Vice, Claire Ford for First Man, Regina King for If Beale Street Could Talk, Emma Stone for The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz for The Favorite. Of course, Regina King. Right now, she's the Emmy darling for television, so I would like to see her be the Golden Globe darling, the darling for Golden Globes. So I'm hoping that she gets it, but we'll see. Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz. I'm fans of both, especially Rachel Weisz. She's one of my favorites. I think their vote will get split because they're in the same category, which is why people don't understand sometimes that they'll put somebody. If two people are good in a movie, they'll split it up, put one in best and one in supporting, so that doesn't happen. So their vote doesn't get split, because you can have people, well, I like Rachel Weisz, but I like Emma Stone's, and then they'll split that vote and somebody else will come in. And I hope that person is Regina King. We'll see. Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. Christian Bale for Vice, Lin-Manuel Miranda for Mary Poppins, Viggo Mortensen for Green Book, Robert Redford for The Old Man and the Gun, and John C. Reilly for Stan and Ollie. Either Lin-Manuel Miranda or Viggo Mortensen is the two that I'm pulling for. See, I could not vote for these award shows because unless you give me two, I can split my vote. My nerves are too bad. I couldn't because then if the person I picked doesn't win, I'm going to be pissed. So I would either give it to Lin-Manuel Miranda or Viggo Mortensen, just because. So we'll see. Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. Emily Blunt for Mary Poppins, Olivia Colman for The Favorite, Elisa Fisher for eighth grade, Charlize Theron for Telly, and Constance Wu for Crazy Rich Asians. Saw Crazy Rich Asians. I enjoyed Crazy Rich Asians. It's actually a really good movie. Looking forward to the second one because I think there were 3 books, so I'm looking forward to the second one coming out. I think it should be good. So I'm pulling for Constance Wu to win. She probably won't. It will probably go to either Emily Blunt or Olivia Colman. Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. Crazy Rich Asians, The Favorite, Green Book, Mary Poppins Returns, and Vice. So, pulling for Crazy Rich Asians, I think it will probably be either Mary Poppins or The Favorite. That is my opinion, but once again, they didn't ask me to cast my vote, so we'll have to see. Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Drama. Bradley Cooper for A Star is Born, Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, Lucas Hedges for Boy Erased, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, and John David Washington for Black Klansman. John David Washington for Black Klansman. Sorry, that's my favorite, but my very close, I wouldn't mind if this person won, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, because Mr. Robot's favorite show. Love Mr. Robot. He would be my second. See, this is why I don't need to vote. But I'm pushing for John David Washington because that would be cool for him to win, like father, like son. So if you didn't know, Denzel Washington's son, his oldest son, and he's good on Ballers too. And so when we talk about some more TV, Ballers with Dwayne Johnson, that's a good show. Love Ballers. I didn't think I was going to. Once again, shows are starting to surprise me and my tolerance of what I like. Loved Ballers. Anyway, hoping for John David Washington to win. Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Drama. Glenn Close, The Wife, Lady Gaga, Stars Born, Nicole Kidman, Destroyer, Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me, and Rosamund Pike for A Private War. This is I would say, going on Lady Gaga. People loved her performance in that movie. Loved her performance. I still have to see it, but I've heard two different things. I've heard, oh my God, that was the best movie ever. And I've heard, it was okay. So we'll see. We'll see. Best motion picture drama: Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born. No. There's too many things that I would like to win. I can't even pick. That's like asking me which one of my children are my favorite. Yeah, I can't do that. So, Sunday night, please join me for a live stream of the Golden Globes, and then stick with me after the Golden Globes goes off the air, and I'll come back on and we'll talk some more. All right, peace junkies. Let's get out there and get some entertainment going. Remember, no gossip. No. We're only talking about new things coming in, new things to watch, recommendations of what to watch, what not to watch, what you enjoy, what you didn't enjoy. That's what I want to hear. Don't want any gossip. As long as we don't have any gossip, we will not have any problems. All right, junkies, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you on Sunday.